Right, my name is Mr. Majid. I'm an enforcement agent that we sent on from Rhondda Cannon Taff.
You got outstanding fines?
Yeah.
You got 6 of them.
Okay.
A bailiff from the courts or a private bailiff?
Well, bailiffs that come, tend to be the bailiffs that come to your door will always be an agency, alright?
This bailiff turned up at the man's door pretending to be a secret agent, as if he fancied himself as some kind of special agent working for the court. However, the man living there saw straight through him.
That's certificate by the courts, obviously, that we go to court.
I got security guard, that's it, simply give it.
Okay, so we're here about outstanding penalty charge notice. There's had a warrant of control taken out against yourself? Yeah.
Control of what?
The warrant is called a warrant of control.
A warrant, who's the warrant issued by?
Warrant's been issued by the Traffic Enforcement Centre.
Which is based in?
Northampton.
Northampton?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's the main hub for any parking penalty.
Northampton, let's get this right, is a bulking centre that stamps on all parking tickets in the whole country.
Right, yeah.
It's not a court.
It's still traffic.
It's not a court.
It's still classed as a
No, listen to me now. I've already spoke to him on the phone. There is no legal document. Well, exactly, you can't argue with me because what you got there is just a piece of paper written by...
It's all digital, sir. Same as a policeman would have a digital warrant.
Listen.
It doesn't have to be...
No. When a police issue a warrant, it's stamped and it's signed by a magistrate.
No, sir.
Don't tell me not, but I just had a warrant the other day.
The man is right. Unless the bailiff, who's claiming to have the same powers as a police officer with a warrant, can show a letter stamped by the court, he has no authority whatsoever. What's even worse is that he's actually a third-party debt collector, pretending to be someone hired by the court to collect the debt.
Well, I know
you
it
know
works.
my job, but you don't.
I know it works, right?
No, it doesn't, sir. You don't.
Look, I'm not going to get in discussion with you, right?
Misinformed, sir.
No, I haven't been misinformed. Let me tell you now, right?
I'm trying to tell you how it should work.
You can tell me what you like.
But you're not listening.
No, I don't need to listen to bullshit. Right?
Well, that's because you owe money and you owe £424.
I owe you to say I owe
pay
money.
that, sir.
I don't pay you all.
That's your answer, sir.
Right.
Well, you're going to need to, sir, because we're going to be looking at seizing your assets if we.
Well, how are you going to get in my house?
Well,
no, I don't want.
No, I don't want. Put it through your legs.
Don't leave chuck any rubbish in my house, mate. Take your rubbish with you. Have a good day.
The man confronted the bailiff, who was clearly on a power trip, by exposing the fact that he was nothing more than a third-party debt collector. The bailiff had been acting as though he was some sort of special agent for the court, but when that act was revealed on camera, the debt collector visibly grew frustrated.
You got outstanding fines?
Yeah.
You got 6 of them.
Oh, right, okay. How much one?
Well, they need to be cleared, they need to be paid.
And how much is that?
All 6 of them together is £1,502.
In this video, a bailiff tries to collect money from a man who's clearly well aware of who he's working for. At the start, the bailiff introduces himself as a special agent sent by the magistrate's court, but he seems to forget that his shirt clearly states Equita on it, a third-party debt collection agency.
How much can you pay?
Where's that warrant come from?
The Northampton County Court Bulk Centre.
Ah, that's a bulk centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all the warrants come from.
Yeah, but no judge has signed the warrant, has he?
The judge doesn't need to sign these.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes.
The judge has signed my certificate, which gives me the power to execute these warrants.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yes.
The man's correct. The bailiff can't force him to pay. He can ask for payment, but legally, he can't force entry or demand payment unless he has a warrant that's been stamped by a judge. These third-party bailiffs are getting increasingly frustrated now that more and more people are clued up about their rights.
I have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah?
I have a lot of knowledge of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not enforceable, I'm afraid.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. As you know, this is a civil matter, and I will be calling the police for you trespassing now.
You call the police?
Because obviously they'll be here for breach of the peace. Well, obviously, I'm not going to cause no breach of the peace.
Okay, well then why are you saying you're going to call the police?
No, obviously, because you're trespassing.
I'm not trespassing,
Yeah.
I've got a warrant, I'm allowed to be here.
Yeah, okay, you can be here, but you can't come on my property.
Yeah.
So?
If I was invited in, I can come in.
Oh yeah, but am I going to invite you in?
I'm not saying you are.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not.
I've got every right to be here.
Of course you have, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to invite you in today.
No? What?
No.
No, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Never.
So you're flat, point blank refusing to pay your outstanding debts
Yes.
that you incurred?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The bailiff is completely taken aback by how much the man knows his rights. He looked at the amount he owes, which he didn't deny, but pointed out that it's a civil matter. He made sure the bailiff understood that he had no real powers. The look on the bailiff's face when he was called out was absolutely priceless.
It's yours, you can keep that.
Oh, is that mine, is it?
Do what you like with it, yeah.
Okay.
You can take pictures as much as you like of it.
Well, I don't need it, do I?
It's yours.
Yeah, it's nothing personal against you. It's nothing personal. It's
No, but I mean, you're meant to. You've done your driving, got your driving licence. You've signed everything, saying that you'll abide by the street laws.
What sign?
You got a signature on your driving licence.
Sir?
You got a signature on your driving licence?
Yeah, but what does this have to do with a penalty charge? It's totally separate. This is not a law. This is given by the council.
Yeah, for you going down bus lanes.
This is not a fine. That ticket is not a fine. It's an invoice. It's a contract.
No, it's not a contract.
It's a contract.
It's for you going down a bus lane.
No, it's a contract. That's not a
It's
fine.
for you not being able to read your road signs.
No, it's not a fine.
It is a fine.
It's a contract.
It's not a contract.
The third-party bailiff is correct in stating that they are collecting a fine, as the penalty charge notice issued by the council is a statutory fine for breaching traffic regulations, and their role is to enforce its payment through legal debt recovery measures. However, the man may argue that it's a contract, in the sense that he is being asked to pay a specific amount of money due to a legal obligation stemming from the penalty notice, which could be seen as a form of contract-like enforcement. Essentially, both are correct. It's a fine that the bailiff is collecting, but the mechanism of enforcement can resemble a contractual process of debt collection once the fine is registered and a court order or enforcement warrant is issued.
No,
That's where you're getting all your information from.
It's not a fine. It's a contract.
You're on that Beat the Bailiffs, have you? And
Oh, you on that, are you?
I'm on it. Well, I'm on Beat the Bailiffs, yeah.
Oh, you on that, yeah? Oh, so,
I've been recorded before, yeah.
So you're fully aware of what people talk about on there then?
You can tell the bailiff's starting to rethink his career choices now that more and more people are aware of their rights. He's been called out by another citizen before, and you can see it really bothers him that he can't just go around pretending he has the same powers as the police anymore.
Yeah, talk rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Well, if it was rubbish, obviously, but you've seen videos on there. People that have been successful, you've not really got anywhere.
People haven't been successful. I'd say about 90% of the time, the person on there pays the debt, and they have to pay it in the end.
Because they are not aware.
You're expecting, say there's like hundreds of thousands of parking fines that get issued all the time, and you expect a judge to sit there and sign off on every single one.
Yes, to be enforceable, it has to be valid.
It's your responsibility to abide by the highway code, not to park illegally, not to drive down bus lanes.
It's a fraudulent warrant.
It's not
Do you
fraudulent.
want to know the reason why a judge will never sign a warrant?
Why?
Because they don't want to take liability. No, they don't want to take liability.
Although the bailiff might laugh sarcastically, deep down he knows the man's right. No judge is likely to sign a warrant unless the fines are quite significant, or it's something more serious, like unpaid rent or council tax.
I believe you believe in aliens as well, do you?
No, I don't. No.
Alright, I'll be back later.
Yeah, no, but it's nothing personal against you. It's nothing personal. Yeah, obviously.
It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, but obviously what you've heard it all before, haven't you?
Yeah, I get it
Yeah,
all the
it's
time.
nothing personal
All the
against
time.
you. Yeah, but it's nothing personal against you.
You can keep saying that. I know.
Yeah, it's just. But all you are, well, the equator is a third party.
And there he goes, once again having to leave another property empty-handed with no money collected. What would you have done differently in both encounters? Which bailiff frustrated you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, check out our previous videos. You won't regret it.